Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness. Happiness. Go through it right. 1, 2, 3. Smile at the camera. Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love. What a beautiful day.
Oh my gosh.
Just getting from skiing, and actually the snow's coming down pretty good right now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It started off really sunny and gorgeous and bright, and then you could see the clouds, these magnificent snow clouds rolling in.
Right.
But we had a good ski day.
Well, it's a great day.
Whew.
And you want to do this video around the shift and the Great Awakening, what's going on, all the changes taking place. We did a video the other day about the changes of the year. A lot of people are saying, hey, thank God that this last year is over. So glad the new year started. The fear is nothing's changing in that front. People are like, they don't want to wear masks anymore. They don't want to. You want to go to their favorite restaurant or whatever. Pick the change they're looking for. I'm looking forward to those things too, by the way. But we're talking about this shift that's been going on for a while. It's not one year to the next. It's not the flip of a switch from December 31st to January 1st. It has nothing to do with the calendar. But there's just been a shift, and I don't know if you guys feel it. Just coming in from the mountain the last couple of days, Karen and I feel like we can see further, like there's other ranges out there we've been unable to see. The air feels richer. I mean, it's so much richer to me, and the silence out in the woods is so much more beautiful. The depths are really just pronounced, and I don't know how to really describe it other than that.
Right, I think the depths really helps summarize it for me, and I don't know if it does for you, so I'd love to hear your feedback. But just as an example, these last few days of skiing, when we look out at the peaks, which Jeffrey and I always do, I don't think a day has gone by since we moved to Colorado where we have not pointed out the mountains to each other and just said, look how beautiful and majestic they are.
And we've been out here for like 20 years.
Yeah, we never take it for granted. I don't think we ever would, because they look absolutely different every single day and more beautiful with each moment. But when Jeffrey said the depths are different, when we were at the top of the mountain and about to ski down, we both looked over and it seemed like the mountain ranges went on far beyond where they normally do, right?
Yeah.
Is that
well, yeah,
so they were further back and then even further back, and we could see them, both of us, so clearly and so vividly that it was this awakening of something new. Yeah. Right, in the atmosphere, in the environment, in the energy that we were seeing. And I think that's the change that you're referencing, right? Is not, can we go to a restaurant or will the malls be open? It's a change in this inner energetic connection to a lot of things.
Well, I think a lot of people that watch these videos that are on this journey understand what we're talking about. Like all those things that people are worried about with the masks and getting back to normal. We're not going back to normal. This is the new normal, and that's fine. Those things don't matter. We're talking about a much bigger shift, and this has been happening for months now. This isn't just the shift from December to January. This has been happening for months, where things are much more richer. I thought it was because of less people traveling and there's less pollution. As I'm looking at these birds out here eating on our deck, it's incredible. We've had so many more interactions with wildlife in the last 6 months that are just unbelievable. That encounter I had with the lynx when we were out camping, the moose that we've seen spotted right out here across the street. All kinds of foxes and animals. The list goes on and on.
I don't mean to correct you, but I would bring it back for us because we actually had an event that happened where we lost our little captain, and he literally passed away Jeffrey was holding him and we were holding each other, and it was an incredibly big loss for us and an incredibly spiritual event that happened a year ago, August.
Yeah.
So August of 2019. And I feel that he was sent here to be with us. He was, we rescued him, and he came into our lives in a kind of a roundabout way, and we weren't looking for him. So he was definitely, sent to us, and what a gift it was for the time that we had him, because he showed us so much, even in leaving this earth, but his soul and his light remains. And that was almost a shift that day of everything looked different. The leaves, the trees, everything.
Well,
right?
what was big for me, I told you that.
Right.
I mean, he was really my best friend. He was like my shadow.
Nice.
Everywhere I was, he was sitting on my lap or on my chest. He wanted to get
If Jeffrey went to the bathroom, he would crawl in between where his pants were down. If he was sitting on the toilet, he would literally crawl between his pants and sit in there. I mean, he
never wanted me to leave him.
He just,
right?
He worshipped you. And I feel the same way. He had a different relationship with you than he did with me. But for both of us, his presence in our life was a huge spiritual gift.
No, but you're right. When he passed right on my chest, and like I said, I miss him every day. But I walked outside, and everything was so much brighter. You're right. That was 12 months ago. More.
Yeah. What's interesting is I think that was the Chinese Year of the Dog.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I have no idea. I just happened to think back to that in 2019. I think. Don't quote me on it.
Yeah. Not that that really matters.
It doesn't
We're
matter.
not really big into those things.
No,
yeah,
I don't know why I popped into
religions. But anyway, the interesting. We're just talking about. I'm wondering if you guys can comment down below if you're seeing this. Smells are so much richer out there. The air is creamier, is the way I'm kind of describing it. And I'm just out there, and the silence in the woods is just so beautiful, and the animals and everything that's going on in our relationship, and really what's important. We had a couple great conversations on the chairlift today about what's important in our life. We've shifted greatly in what we really care about, which it's been a metamorphosis, I'll call it. It's almost like a caterpillar going into a cocoon and coming out as a butterfly. It's a whole different perspective on things. So it's
absolutely,
it's very, very interesting. I'd like to hear your thoughts about this. We're just trying to help other people focus on all the good out there, because there's a lot that hasn't changed, but there's so much that's changing and so much good out there. As we always say to all of our GHAHOLers, as we call them, opportunities flow to us like a river. Opportunities are coming into all of us like a river. You just have to scoop them up. Don't ignore it. Don't get all crazy about, well, I need this to happen. I need this to happen. Well, I don't like this anymore. Forget all that. Take a look at everything flowing to you every single day. It's like a river flowing. Just reach down and scoop up whatever you'd like. I mean, it's all right there for you. I mean, this is a great life.
It's a beautiful life. And I feel as if the less focus and concern that you and I have put on a lot of things like business or finances, etc., the less importance we have put on that, like you said, the more that flows to you.
It's crazy.
It's really bizarre. And we've got some really good friends who are so focused on the money, and I find that for them it doesn't come very easily, and their sole focus is on it, and I think sometimes you have to release a little bit of the importance, whatever it is. I mean, there's people that are out there saying that they want this relationship so bad. How can they make this relationship? How can they get this person? Part of it is release the importance of it, because that importance, whether it's towards money, towards another person, towards anything, comes off to the universe as desperation. And desperation makes people flee, and it makes energy flee. and it makes everything repel away. That's just the way energy works. Right? However, on the flip side of it, positive, high vibrational energy that's not focused on need, want, desperation, that high vibrational energy that's filled with love, joy, and happiness, it draws, like Jeffrey said, it draws it in, it flows to you, and you just wait, and the universe gives you these gifts at the right time. And you just need to be able to be open to receiving it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's just it's a law of attraction. I mean, you have
So
to
magical.
you have to let it work, but everything's flowing to you. So don't overlook all the opportunity that's flowing to you, all the greatness, and just operate from a position of gratitude. We've said that in a lot of videos, and that's the way to look at this. I worry when I see so many people complaining about things. It's like, forget about the things you don't like, focus on the things you do like, and be so grateful for all of it. And maybe it's just a roof over your head. Well, it's snowing outside. Maybe it's just your bed or your sheets, or maybe it's the running water when you get up in the morning. You open a tap and fresh water flows. I mean, start that way and start being grateful for those things, and then start piling it up for whatever you have. It's the person next to you. It's it's your dog. Whatever it is, it's just be grateful.
My two favorite things to be grateful for are my breath, that it happens on its own. And if you think you have nothing, think of that, because our bodies breathe on our own. I mean, how incredible is that? I've got a friend right now, and her husband is in the ICU on life support because that's not happening. And I'm sending prayers and love out to both of them in healing light. But for most of us, our breath happens on its own. That's incredible. Be grateful for that. And then the second thing is our heart beats on its own. We don't have to get up and say, okay, I'm gonna, run my 3 miles so my heart beats. It just does. And guess what? Even while I was asleep. So if you can't think of anything to be grateful for, be grateful for your breath, be grateful for your heart. And as Jeffrey said, there's a whole slew of things. And one of our favorite sayings, I can't remember who said it first, is energy flows where focus goes. If you focus on these beautiful things in life and the gifts and the gratitude, you're going to get more. That's where your energy is going to flow. If you focus on the negatives and how bad things are, or I lost my job, or my car broke down, or I need more money, I'm not making it, that's where your energy goes, and it's going to go to more lack of all of that.
Right. Exactly. So that's the message of the day, GHAHOLers. Thank you for listening.
Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love from the nest at Copper Mountain.